Officials say it's where this lot is here that thieves pulled in a truck and, as you can see, ripped this gate here and made entryway into the apartment complex. And as you mentioned, they were here to steal copper. You can actually see some of that tubing still strolled all over this area, and there were actually 17 units that were vandalized. And what has angered residents is that one of those units belonged to Rosa Parks. Well, Mark, it's roadways like I-85 behind me where these accidents occur every year, and tonight's wet conditions pose a threat to people who are either speeding or those who are still choosing to do the speed limit despite the road conditions. This is where we believe the child was left. You can actually still see infant socks, cookies, and other indications that the baby was left in this area. It's a mess that some West Montgomery residents have been dealing with for months. Tonight, the 12 News Defenders gets results. Well, Val, it's clear this will be an ugly fight as church leaders try to force Juan McFarland to step down and realize that the majority of the members of Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church no longer want him to lead the body. That's right, John, and I can tell you now, this is the church-owned Mercedes-Benz. As you can see, it has been returned to the church property. Now, if we could kind of zoom over here, we see some reporters are waiting as well for McFarland to come out. Also, this window here is McFarland's office. I do understand that some board members, Board of Trustees members, as well as some deacons are meeting with him right now, so he is here. Now, they did not confirm if he has yet turned in the church keys or if he made it to Wells Fargo and Regions before he came here. As you mentioned, the 5 o'clock deadline is approaching, and if he does not comply, he could be contempt of court. And also, after 5, a restraining order will be in effect. Now, as you mentioned, this was a victory. So simply put, the members of Shiloh Baptist Church have the church back. One Demetrius McFarland did not hold back when he revealed to worshipers at Shiloh Baptist Church on September 14th that he contracted HIV in 2003 and discovered in 2008 he had AIDS.
The church was very accepting of Reverend McFarland. They were willing to help him in any way possible.
But once the pastor with 23 years of leadership started revealing more and more on the following Sundays, members and leaders say they realized McFarland had crossed the line. In a resolution read aloud at church, leaders shared and Pastor McFarland confirmed to us he admitted drug use, mishandling church funds, and what members say was the ultimate shocker, described by church deacon Nathan Williams Jr.
He concealed from the congregation of the church that he had knowingly engaged in adultery in the church building with female members of Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church while knowingly having AIDS.
This past Sunday, McFarland was removed as church pastor. Still, church members say some congregation members are afraid to come forward, and many are concerned.
Who does this to people? And you're the leader. Who does this? I know a lady who is a member of the church who said she had slept with him and that she didn't want this to go public. And, she's running out now trying to find out, if there's anything wrong with her. And my heart goes out to her because she's been a wonderful, wonderful member of the church.
Deacon Williams says in his 70 years at the church, this is the biggest scandal the church has ever experienced. Williams says leaders have obtained legal counsel and is now focused on moving the church forward. Camilla Gibson says a quick stop at the Mapco gas station on Atlanta Highway in Montgomery turned into a financial nightmare in a quest to get her money back after an error at the pump caused premium gas to be $8.45 a gallon.
You let that manager know that if I don't get reimbursed when I leave here, I am calling the Commissioner on Weights and Measurements, I'm calling the Attorney General's office, I'm calling WSFA News, and I'm emailing everybody I know that lives in Montgomery that might put gas in their car at Mapco. I said, give that manager that option. They did. He said no.
Gibson did just that. The Alabama Department of Agriculture Weights and Measurements Division is currently investigating. Director Stacy Boschel says it's obvious there is a technical issue with the pump and a system communication failure. He also noted there is no visible signage of gas prices for plus and premium gas at this MAPCO gas station, and that's why he says it's important for drivers to check the price at the pump. Gibson says the clerks told her this is not the first time this has happened. The big question is, why did the pump price suddenly increase? A question for management that went unanswered.
Are you looking for the manager?
I am. How you doing?
I'm fine. She left.
She left.
Yes.
Can you call her?
The district manager has called me thanks to WSFA, and they are going to reimburse me my $50.55.
All right, let's walk into the store so you can get your money back.
Okay. I'm excited about that. I understand there's some money up here for me. 30, 40, 50. Thank you. We are even Stevens.
It happened Sunday morning in these woods.
I was turkey hunting.
Chad Krall says a timber rattlesnake, a venomous pit viper, bit him in the lower leg.
The best way I can describe it is as someone taking a full swing with a baseball bat and hit me in my calf.
The bite marks are still visible through his hunting boots. Cross was alone.
I was so nervous and you know, scared.
These are photos of what his leg looked like.
I knew I had to calm down and get my heart rate down, because the faster my heart was pumping, I knew the faster that venom was going through my system.
Cross knew he had to take action, so he pulled out his bite and sting venom extraction kit.
Well, I had to read the directions first because I've never opened it up. I've carried it with me, and for years the process takes a total of 15 minutes, and then it says to get somewhere with anti-venom. You put it over the individual hole, and then as you push the plunger in, it creates a suction. And you can see it pulls a little bit of skin up in, but that's what pulled it all out and, you know, I think saved my life.
And when he got to the hospital, the doctor agreed.
He said if he got a full dose of venom in you, you would have died before you ever made it back to your truck if you hadn't have had that kit with you.
A kit he says only cost about $10 online or at a local outdoor store. Tametria Conner, America Now.